And I'm not a legal expert. I don't know much about legal stuff. So, you know, why not learn something new today, right? All right, in today's session, I wanted to go over a little more detail about this letter to the Supreme Court from the incoming president. And it's actually called a brief. And I'm not a legal expert. I don't know much about legal stuff. So, why not learn something new today, right? Anyway, so a brief is a legal brief. It's a written argument that a lawyer files with a court to support their client's case, which would be TikTok and the new president, I guess. The purpose of a brief is to convince the judge to rule in favor of the client, or I guess TikTok here. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. That was what was actually sent to the Supreme Court. And trying to get a real good idea and prediction of exactly what's going to happen. The best that I can do, And so that's why I'm going in more detail. And we need to be prepared here at G-Rocks Entertainment so that we can be prepared, And that's what's important. And that's what I've been doing all these months, trying to be prepared for this TikTok ban. By getting you to go to the link in the bio and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Spotify, and of course, if you're here seeing this, you're here following me already. So go to that link in the bio, follow me everywhere, okay? And if you're not subscribed to this channel, I always wanted to say stuff like this. Like and subscribe, thank you. And now that we got that out of the way. So like I said yesterday, I viewed this letter as something like a boss speaking on the behalf of someone who's in court, to say, hey, go easy on this guy. He's a good guy. He goes to work every day. He just got caught, doing something one time, and, everybody makes mistakes type stuff, yada, 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 right? And so I found this part in this article that basically says what I said, kind of. Now they call it an unusual brief, okay, asking the Supreme Court to block the law that bans TikTok, okay? And then it goes on to say, it talks about the tone of the letter to the Supreme Court. And they say here that it adopted a distinctive tone at odds, okay, at odds, meaning opposite of the Supreme Court, at odds with the sober and measured arguments, okay? So it's at odds with the sober and measured arguments, more typical in Supreme Court advocacy. So that's what I was saying. It probably does not going to have that much weight because, like they said here, the distinctive tone at odds with the sober and measured arguments, typical in Supreme Court advocacy. So maybe the Supreme Court does that and gives like a delay to this thing. If they can do that, I'm not sure if they can only either block it or not block it. Or could they say, hey, we're upholding the law, but we're going to give this new administration some time. I don't know if they can do that. I have to look into that. I'm not sure if that's an option or not. I'm going to be looking at multiple options here and avenues, because there's things that even if the ban is upheld, the president can do stuff to make the ban somewhat obsolete, but they would be challenged in court. There would be challenges to what Trump does after being in office. depending on what he does, and they could be challenged. So there's a lot of stuff still going on past the 10th and past the 16th. So it's not going to be just like it's banned and it's cut off. The updates are what is the big thing, because once you can't update the app anymore, eventually it stops working. So 3 months after the ban, U.S. users or United States users can't, access the app because they can't get the updates. Okay. So that's another aspect of it. So that's all I have today. Hope that gives us a better insight into the future of G-Rocks Entertainment on TikTok. And either way, we're being prepared by following me here, subscribing, following me on Facebook, following me on Instagram, follow me on Spotify. Have a good day, everybody.